welcome along once again, everybody. June is all about football, so if that's not your thing, or you just need a break from it and you feel like checking out a movie or a box set, then let's take a look at a few examples on offer. So, everything from TV series collections to Mark Wahlburg films later, but let's start with a bunch of 5 that you can see right now on demand from Colin Farrell. We first saw him on Ballykissangel in '98, Tigerland came 2 years later, and Phone Booth 2 years after that, when he was well on his way to becoming a Hollywood star. So let's start with one of those, Tigerland, where he made a huge impression in this honest, affecting anti-war story about the US Army during the Vietnam War era.
Boss!
Sure you don't want to come along?
Yeah, I wanted to, man, but you wouldn't let me.
How's your eye, man?
Well, got myself an injury bad enough to get out, no permanent damage. Imagine that.
More corny wisdom for your book. The country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
It's pretty fancy shooting, Tex. Thank you.
It was just luck, Jim. I could have killed you.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, well, somebody had to take your place.
Boss! Last chance, don't make me bring the war to you.
So write me when you get over there, okay?
Ah, this is it, man. No more phony army buddy crap.
In Daredevil, he plays a super assassin called Bullseye, hired by an underworld leader called Kingpin, who wants the title character, played by Ben Affleck, out of the way.
I missed. Oh, I never miss.
With Chris O'Dowd playing a slimy but noble snail, in the kids' action-adventure animation film Epic, Colin plays the lead role with Beyoncé. He's the heroic warrior Ronan, she's Queen Tara in this sweet, eye-popping, eco-friendly woodland fairy tale.
Maybe you were right.
Remind me to gloat later.
For something completely different, Colin plays a hitman laying low in Belgium, where day by day everything gets a little more surreal. Here he turns on the charm for French actress Clémence Poésy, who's in Bruges making a movie.
Hello. Do you speak English?
No.
Ah, yes, you do. Everybody does. What are you filming midgets for?
It's a Dutch movie. It's a dream sequence. It's a pastiche of Nicholas Rogue's Don't Look Now. Not a pastiche, but a homage is too strong. A nod of the head.
Wow, your English is very good.
Yeah, written and directed by Martin McDonagh, In Bruges. And finally, Colin may indeed have once auditioned unsuccessfully for Boyzone, but alongside alcoholic, down on his luck country singer Jeff Bridges in his Best Actor Oscar-winning performance, Colin, ready to help Jeff's character Bad Blake, plays Nashville superstar Tommy Sweet.
I was born on a flat top Tulane, picked up a guitar and every day I'd sing till I was gone, 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 gone. I should have known that this love would never last. I see it clearly through the whiskey in my glass that you're gone, 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 gone.
Now let's count down some of the latest big screen movies available now on demand. At number 5, directed by Steven Spielberg, we're in Cold War espionage thriller territory, with Tom Hanks negotiating a delicate spy exchange.
The Russians want their man back before he cracks. We want you to negotiate the swap.
I'm an insurance lawyer. I'm not sure I want to pick that up.
Are you good at what you do?
This will be a first for the both of us.
You should be careful.
I'm talking to you about the security of your country.
Why aren't we hanging him? He's a spy!
You're asking me to violate the Constitution.
Do you know how people will look at us? The family of a man trying to free a traitor?
Everyone deserves a defense. Every person matters. Where do they want this negotiation?
East Berlin.
Just tell me that you're not going to be in any danger. I don't even care if it's the truth.
I got a job at Tower Records because that's...
All Things Must Pass is a fascinating documentary about a record shop with 200 outlets in 30 countries on 5 continents. In 1999, it made $1 billion. 10 years ago, it filed for bankruptcy.
Tower Records had everything. They were like friends.
If you came into town, you went to Tower Records.
Tower was the center of it all.
San Francisco,
New York,
Japan,
London.
Revenues of $1 billion.
The whole thing became a phenomenon.
Tower was like the place to work at.
We had no dress code. There was always a party atmosphere. And even if you threw up, you had to show up.
You were part of his family. That was the fun part.
Russ Solomon, Tower Records was what he did.
In one of the most entertaining and emotionally engaging films to come from Hollywood in a long time, Matt Damon is stranded on Mars.
It's going to be 4 years for another mission to reach me. And I'm going to have designed to last 31 days. So I got to make water and grow food on a planet where nothing grows. But if I can't figure out a way to make contact with NASA, none of this matters anyway.
We've got an incoming message.
Mein Gott. Mark Wahlburg is still alive.
In your face, Neil Armstrong.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Okay, so let's do the math. I have enough food to last for 50 days.
He's going to starve to death long before we can help.
He's 50 million miles away from home. He's totally alone. What the hell is he thinking right now?
I am the greatest botanist on this planet.
A childlike desire for acceptance can, when it's as delightful and charming as this, appeal to any generation. You don't have to have grown up with the Peanuts gang to love their big screen debut.
I could really use a dance partner. Good luck with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Snoopy, I got the basics down, but if I'm going to win, I need to step it up. Just move those left feet. Go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can see it now. Sing, oh, yeah, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. We have our winners. Let us applaud them as they begin the traditional dance of the champion. I feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, oh, hey.
The Danish Girl is a brilliantly acted and beautiful-looking biographical romantic drama. Eddie Redmayne takes a groundbreaking journey as a transgender pioneer in the late 1920s. Alicia Vikander won an acting Oscar as his wife.
Exactly what happened last night?
There was a moment when I wasn't me. There was a moment when I was just Lily.
But Lily doesn't exist. We were playing a game.
Something changed.
He's lost his way. He needs a friend.
Let me help. I think Lily's thoughts. I dream her dreams. She was always there.
I need my husband. I need to hold my husband. Are you all right?
The fact is, I believe that I'm a woman.
And I believe it too.
Now let's check out something new, a selection of probably lesser-known TV series box sets. Playing the title character Matador, Gabriel Luna is recruited by the CIA and, are you ready for this, goes undercover as a professional soccer player with the LA Riot football team owned by, of course, a billionaire.
She'll do.
Seal it.
In the comedy series Seed, the confidential database of a sperm bank is compromised, so Harry, the likeable bachelor who donated in his younger days, now finds himself in the lives of his newfound kids and their families.
Dad, you got my mom pregnant.
What?
You gave my mom your frozen sperm?
That's not possible. The sperm I donated was room temperature. Oh, I'm not really your dad. This is different.
I'm used to different. I have 2 moms.
You're Mormon?
They're lesbians.
You don't look like a lesbian. I was imagining more of a... Oh, there you go.
Suddenly, the last guy who should have a family
Want some chewing tobacco?
has more kids
I think you're my father.
than he can handle.
Is this you?
You met me, blew me off, not in the good way, and then chose me as your sperm donor?
Half of my daughter's DNA comes from you.
You named her Anastasia? It's kind of a stripper name.
Spiral is a police and legal drama set in Paris. In a nutshell, it's dark, unsettling and compelling. Saving Hope is a mystery thriller supernatural medical drama set in Toronto. Erica Durance plays the doctor whose fiancé ends up in a coma and then, get this, takes leave of his body and wanders through the hospital in spirit form.
This is how it happens. You leave it all behind. Everything you love. Everything you know. And all you can do is hope.
You want me to tell you whether I want to resuscitate him if he codes again?
Yes.
I can't do that.
You have to. You can see me? Yeah, can you see me? Yeah.
No wallet, no nothing. Guy's a John Doe.
You died. We did everything we could. Sorry about that.
Then there's 2 seasons, that's 25 programmes of the sitcom Mr. D, which is what underqualified and uncool schoolteacher Jerry D likes his students to call him, as he struggles on a daily basis to stay one step ahead.
Jimmy, look at Jimmy. Nothing.
Right, it's nothing.
Garbage. Waste of time. 33, there's some words there, but I have no time to read them. So then I get angry. Jimmy, ridiculous.
Right.
This has got to stop.
He could say the same thing to you.
Okay, you got the system?
Yeah, it's a good system, buddy.
You do those ones.
You want me to mark them?
You don't really mark, you just...
All right.
You put marks on it, and you put a circle, you circle a number.
Good. I'm a forger.
Okay, here's Mike. Now, Mike, he's got a 62.
You should give him an 80.
Give
That'll
him an
make
80.
his day.
Make his day.
Right.
Okay. And he goes home, his parents are excited. I like that. Finally.
Like you've been rooting for him the whole time.
Yeah, about
Right.
time. Thank
That's
you.
good.
This person, Shauna, I don't like her. Drives me nuts.
Right.
So what I do is I fail her on the exam, but I just give her enough to pass the course so I don't have to teach her again. So it's like a lot of check marks, some question marks, underline some things, couple good comments.
Mediocre.
I haven't used that one. That's a good one. Happy face, smile.
That's disturbing.
You know, it's not easy to make the transition from teen pop idol to respected big screen actor, but Mark Wahlburg did it. Of Irish and Swedish descent, he was born into a working class family in a tough Boston district. The youngest of 9 kids, his parents divorced when he was 11, and at 16 he went to prison on a violent assault charge. His brother Donny became a teen idol as a member of New Kids on the Block, and as their star waned, Mark was now Marky Mark, a sort of bad boy of bad pop rap. But when that successful career ended in all sorts of controversy, he tried his hand at acting. Now, over 20 years later, with 50 movies under his belt, his next 2 come straight from the headlines. Desperate Horizon, which centres on the 2010 oil spill, the worst in US history, and Patriots Day, a film about the Boston Marathon bombings from 3 years ago. Well, before those ones hit cinemas, here's a bunch from Mark Wahlburg you can check out right now. In The Other Guys, he stars with Will Ferrell in a buddy cop action comedy.
2 of those Russian waters, please. No lime wedges, just cucumber.
That's where we just came from. An explosion at your accounting office.
Oh, yes, that's an awful gas leak.
Gas leak? The only gas leak is the one coming out of your mouth right now.
I just thank God no one was hurt or injured in a bad way. I absolutely abhor death.
Hey, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the jig is up, okay? We know that wasn't your security team that grabbed you. And we know you're targeting a big fish to cover losses. You talk or I beat you so it don't show no bruises.
God, this water is good. Terry, have you tried the water?
Shut up, Alan.
I assure you, I have no idea what you're talking about. I understand there was a bit of a mix-up with the whole scaffolding business.
The cucumber
accents the water in such a way that
Perhaps by way of apology, I can offer you my personal courtside seats for the next game with access to the Ambassador Club.
We Own the Night is a gritty drama focusing on the struggle in the 1980s between the police in New York and the Russian mob.
Here comes trouble.
Look at you. Congratulations. Moving up.
Just a big shot. Honors us with his presence.
Service. Great. Hey, everybody, this is my girlfriend, Amara. It's my father,
Nice to
Chief
meet
Hertz Krasinski. My brother, Joe. That's Michael and Jack. You guys look good.
You put up with this guy.
Hey, I'm a Leo. I can put up with anything.
If you got a minute, we'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, let's get a drink
No.
though
Right
first.
now. Right now.
It's only gonna take a minute.
Upstairs in the church.
Right now.
Come on.
Don't worry, we'll bring him back in one piece.
And from We Own the Night to Date Night, very different movie. It's a romantic comedy where a date night with Tina Fey and Steve Carell turns into just about the craziest night imaginable. During the night, we meet the rapper Common, James Franco, Mila Kunis, will.i.am, Mark Ruffalo, Ray Liotta, and a constantly shirtless, smoulderingly handsome rich guy, Mark Wahlburg.
Claire Foster.
Holbrook Grant.
Wow. It's crazy seeing you again. All of a sudden, I'm like flashing back to all those empty houses we saw.
We did look at a lot.
Claire Foster.
That's me. And this is my husband, Phil Foster.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Listen, we're in some trouble and we really need help. And I know it's late, but if we could just come in for 1 second, it's really an amazing story. And you might be just the kind of man who could help us. So please, I'll owe you a huge favor.
Yeah, sure, why not? Come on. Have a seat.
From Irish director John Moore, we're on a nightmare journey into a dark underworld. Wahlberg is a maverick cop, a mythic anti-hero out for revenge.
You can't ever go back to who you were before.
Aren't you a cop or something?
Not tonight.
You have my help with anything else, but not to go in there.
And from the dark action thriller of Max Payne to Pain and Gain, an action comedy so bonkers you couldn't make it up. They didn't, based on a crazy true story of a bunch of personal trainers in Miami in the 1990s who get involved in criminal shenanigans that go completely skew-ways. Wahlberg plays a gym manager with very big ideas, but unfortunately a very small brain.
You have such beautiful hair. Look at those eyes. Wow.
I, Daniel Lugo, hereby acknowledge my guilt. I know what I did was wrong, and there is no substitute for hard work. And I am a hard worker. And it will never happen again, for I used my superior intelligence for wrong actions to justify a good end, and that was wrong. And if you let me, I believe I can learn from my mistakes, and I believe I can help others to realize that there is no shortcut to the American dream. This is America. Land of the brave and home of the second chances. That's my one ask, that you give me a second chance and allow me to go free today.
And then there's Ted, the teddy bear with the X-rated brand of humour, courtesy of Family Guy's Seth MacFarlane.
Hey, Johnny, how about a beer, huh?
Ooh, a couple Charles Bukowskis?
Couple Brustoyevskis?
Maybe a Mike Brugaslowski?
Perhaps a Teddy Bruschi?
That's a good one.
You know what? I think I too want a Martina Never Tabuski.
Oh, no,
that doesn't work.
No, don't ruin it, no.
That totally works.
No.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't
the name
work.
has to have a ski at the end of it, and you just put Brewski at the end of Martina Navratilova, so...
Well, I just thought we were saying funny names.
No, it has to have a ski at the end of it, otherwise where's the challenge? You know, if there's no ski at the end of the root word, then we would just be idiots saying nonsense.